Hello and welcome to Dataflow's NYPlanroom instructional video for AE firms uploading projects to bid. Please note these are not the instructions for a prospective bidder to access and order a bid from a project, but rather the instructions for an AE firm uploading a project to be hosted on NYPlanroom for bidding. We all have the common goal of getting your projects online as quickly and accurately as possible and have streamlined the process to the following to help achieve this. So this video is going to correspond to the attached PDF named NYPlanroom Project Submission Instructions in the document bundle. Please note the templates for notice to bidders are also included in this bundle, and please use the appropriate one when advertising to prospective bidders. So if it's a K through 12 deposit bid scenario, like we will demonstrate today, please use the deposit notice to bidders template. If it's an SUCF project, please use that template, etc. We ask that you refer to the NYPlanroom project submission instructions document in real time when uploading a project, as it will outline everything we need to get your project up and running as quickly as possible. So that said, we're going to jump right in here on nyplanroom.com. So the first thing you want to do is click on the left-hand side here where it says Send Us Files. So you'll notice this is not the same as Submit an Order for our purposes here. That is not what we want to click on. We want to make sure we are on this tab right here, Send Us Files. So you're going to see it's going to bring us to this page right here and ask you to fill out this information, such as company name, contact name, and so forth. I would recommend clicking this link here, setting up an account. When you click it, it's going to basically ask you the same information right here. Once you set your account up, every time you log in, it will pre-populate that information, as you can see here. So ordered by would be, the person ordering it. So if it's different, let's say, than, the person with the account, but anything in bold does have to be completed because we do obviously need a contact for that project. So I'm just going to put my name in here. Job name. So this is going to be the job name that you want to appear on the portal. So if there's a job name and number associated with it, you can put the project number here, but make sure everything that needs to appear on the title of the portal is in this job name field right here. So we're going to say test project. Date needed. Now, please note, we do ask for 2 business days turn time on these because we do have what we call a pre-flighting process in which we go through the files, make sure, like the PDFs are flattened properly, the fonts are embedded correctly, all the content matches the table of contents, the order of that matches what it's supposed to be, the specs are paginated, so we still have to build the portals, a lot that goes into it. So we do ask for 2 business days turn time, but just indicate when you would need this by. If there's a specific time, you can indicate that here. And then the location, I'm just going to put Albany for our purposes here. But again, whatever the closest data flow office to you or whatever lead office you want to handle the project, please select that. We're not going to worry too much about these right here because we're going to specify down below. Again, please refer to that PDF document, the NYPlanroom project submission instructions, where it's going to outline exactly what we need to know for each one of these projects. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to say this is a K through 12 deposit scenario. So we know it's going to be a public project. K through 12 deposit. That's the first thing we want to put. That'll indicate so we know what that is when we see that come through. Please note that now, we are doing deposits electronically because it's just tremendously more efficient than the old way. It's working out very well. But also just please note that if somebody does purchase an electronic set, that is a non-refundable deposit, so non-refundable fee. So that verbiage is included in the notice to bidders template. It's just important that everybody sees that. So the next thing we're looking for is we want to confirm if both electronic and paper sets are available. So like sets available. Now the default is going to be, color for electronic because there's no additional expense in that. But if you want color or black and white printing available, that does need to be specified here. So we will need to know that up front. So we're going to say black and white. That's Please specify how many initial sets we need to run. So this is going to include what we want on the shelf. We recommend a minimum of 5, but this also would include owner sets, anything that needs to be, printed and sent out automatically. So we'll say, please print and ship 2 sets to XYZ Architects. Print 5 to. So that doesn't mean we can't print more, obviously, down the road, but that would be the initial run so that we do have some available as people do come through. This is a very important one here. So please specify whether or not to proceed with publishing or wait for errors, or wait for response if errors are found. So what happens a lot of times is we'll have a deadline that, we need to get such and such project up by a certain date. We will review the files. If we find an error in those files, we'll reach out to you as the project owner and say, okay, we found such and such discrepancy. How would you like us to proceed? So obviously, us as a printer, we can't change content of, stamped bid sets designed by an architect or an engineer, but we can certainly make you aware that, we notice that there is this discrepancy here. The table of contents doesn't match, or there's content missing, whatever the case may be. And if it's a situation where we don't hear back from you in time, do you want us to go ahead and publish that project and then proceed with an addendum, or do you want us to wait for the response? So that's a very important one. So I'm going to say, and again, that's just a matter of preference. If you want to fix it with an addendum later, we can do that. If you want to wait, then we can certainly do that as well too. Just please note that if we do reach out to you with a discrepancy and we don't hear back, for whatever, if it's a couple of days, then that of course is going to push that publishing date down, a couple of days. The next thing is basically, please just specify which plan houses you'd like us to send to. We do need specific email addresses and contact information. So if you say, please post to plan room. Having trouble typing today. And whomever else you'd like us to put, send those initial documents out to. And the next thing here is just going to be upload your files. Now, we do ask that you send us a multi-page PDF for all of the drawings, and then multi-page PDFs for each volume of specs. So for example, let's see, we have our drawing set here, and we're going to have 2 specs of volume, or 2 volumes of specs. Just please upload these as such, and you'll see it'll give you the little bar here. When you're done, just click submit, and that's it. We'll take it from there. So any questions that you have, please email bidsupport@godataflow.com. Again, please refer to the project submission instructions PDF in real time. It'll have everything all laid out. But again, any questions you have, please refer to bidsupport@godataflow.com.